It's been almost a month since I uploaded the video where I basically crafted a team using my favorite Pokemon. We had Lapras, Steelix, and Aggron, and since then I've played a decent amount, and I wanted to kind of just talk about the team moving forward, some things I learned, maybe some hard truths about the team, and just maybe grind some duels. This is not Yu-Gi-Oh! Grind some battles out. If you watched the Q&A video, it was like 2 hours long. I had a lot of footage in it with this team. I'm gonna be chatting a little bit more into detail on, I guess, those battles. We actually did pretty well. The highest that we got in the Battle Dome with that team was like the 5th floor. We actually beat Tucker once for the silver medal, and then we lost him the second time. But to be fair, To be fair, I wasn't using the Aggron, the special Aggron that we were kind of, I guess, hyped about in the previous video. I was using this Aggron. It's got more of like a physical build. And so let's go to this Aggron. This Aggron had the special build, the Modest Nature. Really awesome. Such a cool build. The problem with this Pokemon is it just doesn't have enough, it just doesn't do enough damage. The moves do miss. Again, there's a probability of like Blizzard and Fire Blast and everything missing, but the fact that it misses or has a higher probability of missing coupled with its low special attack really puts this Pokemon or this build at a disadvantage. Also, it's so slow. It'll never hit first. The solar beam on this Pokemon is, I hate to call it useless, but it's useless. The main reason why solar beam is on this is for Pokemon like Swampert, Quagmire, but with its speed and its 4 times weakness to Earthquake and other ground moves, and the fact that it can't really even survive a Surf. It could survive 1 Surf and an Earthquake, but it's slow speed, and then with Solar Beam, I haven't been able to even get a single chance at using Solar Beam, just because it just dies. Aggron is a tough Pokemon for the Frontier. Again, there's so many Pokemon with Earthquake, and it's also 4 times weak to fighting, which a lot of Pokemon do have like counter, or not a lot of Pokemon, but some Pokemon do have counter. It's a tough Pokemon to use, but I love it so much, so try it. I don't think the special build is the way to go. Maybe someone prove me otherwise. I'm pretty sure though, Aggron can learn, what am I blanking out? Giga Drain. But I don't think it's worth, because of all the other negatives with this special build, I don't see it worth progressing with this. I think it's just a lot better of a Pokemon with these physical moves. It's going to be stronger, higher attack. So, where is it? This, can you guys see this? Special attack is essentially maxed out. Actually, let me just double check that. Check the stats. I'm almost positive though. Yeah, this special attack is maxed 240. That's not bad, but it's not amazing. Aggron's max physical attack is 349. I think it's 350 actually. I think I messed up. I think if we pair some moves with Brick Break, even put Rock Slide, I wish I could learn some other move like Metal Claw, or a better Steel move. I just think we have a better shot at using this Pokemon. So there's a very long ramble and discussion about Aggron, but I think it's important moving forward, and why I'm not even gonna use this build. This had the same, at least from experience, the same negatives as that that special Tyranitar build we were going with. So we'll put him in the box for now, or her in the box. I think, was this the Tyranitar? Like, they're just, this modest territory. This is an awesome move pool. Like, that is so cool. It's just not that strong. I think I gotta redo this build though, because I didn't do my best with that. The EVs are all messed up and the IVs, so, but it's a cool Pokemon. What is this Jolly one? Oh, this was a cool one too. So I'm not giving up on Aggron, but I'm giving up on the special build. I took a lot of, so actually one thing I was doing too is I was going through like this Excel sheet behind me, and I was like noting like almost every single encounter that we were having difficulties with, like how do we lose, how do we win, but I think we gotta not start over, but we gotta reassess a little bit, and it's okay. I feel like I don't want to seem like every time I make a video we're like, I'm like, oh, new team, new this, that, but it's like iterations of it from things that we've learned. So I think I wanted to make that distinction. Let's move on to Lapras though, actually. So Lapras is like insane. Like it's so tanky. It was able to handle so many things. I almost always brought it in like every single Battle Dome match. Its spread of moves is incredible. Like almost every Pokemon this thing could handle, and it doesn't die. Very rarely. So a lot of the matches Lapras like carried. Lapras obviously does have some like negatives to it, but there are not many. There are very little situations where Lapras did not perform. One thing about the Lapras though too is kind of getting back to like this team is again I want to use my favorites. Lapras is probably my second, maybe third favorite water Pokemon out of like gens 1 through 3, let's say, because that's what we've kind of done so far, at least from the tier lists. I really want to use Wailord, but like Lapras is just such a better Pokemon, I think, in comparison to stats, the moves it can learn. And like if we want to actually, I think, enjoy the Battle Frontier in like a higher degree, I think we need to use Lapras. Like again, I made this like trash Wailord build. I know people are ripping on me. But even like if Wailord was like had some stab, he has better moves, but like a stab for even ice, like that would make it so much better. But I think Lapras is just far superior. So I don't want to touch anything with Lapras. And I know some people are mentioning like to do like the Perish Song build, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. I just don't think I want to do it right now. I just want to keep this Pokemon consistent because it is exceptional. I think the Leftovers too is great. There are a few instances where I was like, maybe a Shell Bell would be good. So Shell Bell is once you hit another Pokemon with the move, you gain some HP. But the Leftovers just is a lot better, and you can swap in and out of it. So this is the Steelix I was using. Choice Band, Adamant Nature. I think it has like max attack. We got Earthquake, Rock Slide, Explosion, and I added Crunch. I don't know if we chatted about that before, but I think just having that extra like exposure to dark, or having a dark move to get things like Gengar, let's say, or like Dusclops, I think was kind of important. The Crunch was underwhelming in the instances that I used it. I think I used it against a Gardevoir as well, and I got destroyed by that Gardevoir. But Rock Slide and Earthquake were the go-to moves, mostly just Earthquake. With the Choice Band and the extra the stab, Choice Band, and just Earthquake in general with the max attack, it does so much damage. Even with Steelix, with it not being like, it's still under 300 attack. But the fact that it, like, where'd it go? Lapras and Steelix are just bulky Pokemon. I kind of like that too. I like that. It's like it kind of just fits, I guess, me. I don't know. I like the idea of like a little bit beefier. Like if I had to choose between like speed and bulk, I think bulk is the way to go. But probably for the Battle Frontier, speed might be better. I guess it depends on the instances you're doing. Going down a tangent. I liked Steelix a lot. Very slow though. I think it pairs really well with Lapras too. So like if you have Lapras out, maybe you're expecting a Thunderbolt or something, switching to Steelix, it's not very effective. Lapras and Steelix are both kind of super effective against fighting, or fighting super effective against it. So there is that sort of negative, but Lapras is bulky enough it can take some hits. It also has Psychic and counters, or the move counter. It's not going to hurt Lapras. So there aren't many instances where a fighting move, there are some, don't get me wrong, but there aren't a lot of instances where like you're worried about like a cross chop or something. And even if you are, Lapras has the shell armor, which blocks critical hits, so you're safe. I didn't use explosion too much. That move scares me. It's just that could be a run killer if it misses. If the Pokemon has bright powder, use protect. I mean, that's why we have this like, sheep behind us, so you have a better chance of assessing that situation. But it's still always a risk. Maybe not always a risk, but there is a risk. Just don't like that. But explosion definitely good. And actually, I want to talk about this. So the run that we got the gold medal in for the Battle Dome, we had at Gengar. This was like the star of the show almost. Super high, very, very fast, very high special attack. Just handled like everything. Thunderbolt Geek Drain with Fire Punch, again, handled a lot of things. And the Destiny Bond made it even better with that high speed because like you can take out the first Pokemon and then like if you're running low on HP or think you're gonna die, you just Destiny Bond and take out the other Pokemon. You don't even need to swap into your other one. So Gengar almost was always like a 2-for-1 or 1-for-2? 2-for-1. Destroys 2 Pokemon and just for this one. And for the Battle Dome, that's like perfect. I would like to try and like translate that to the Steelix too. So like you have to remove the choice band obviously, which would make it do a lot less damage with the Earthquake, Rock Slide, even Explosion. But what I'm gaining is the fact that I can use, let's say, Earthquake or Rock Slide on the first Pokemon. Maybe it kills it, maybe it doesn't. But if we do end up defeating it and we can go into an Explosion, I think that just sets up for like a good situation. Or if we send out Steelix first and uses Explosion, that's just really good. I don't know. And you know you have an idea what the next Pokemon could be if like Lapras or like an Aggron could handle it. I want to, I think, experiment more with Explosion. And so what would we use instead of Choice Band? We'll probably have to go, what is it, the Quick Claw. So Quick Claw makes it so you can attack first sometimes, not all the time. I don't love that Quick Claw. Just because, like, I don't know, I feel like it works sometimes, but it's like when you need it to work, it doesn't. So that's definitely an option there, but that would probably be the best item for that. I'm trying to think if there's like any berries or anything that would be good. I mean, Bright Powder could always be kind of good too. I feel like that's just like an not underutilized, but I feel like I could use that more. Maybe even like a Lumberry, you don't want to get caught doing something dumb. Or you don't want to get caught with like a Confuse Ray or like a Sleep move, especially if you're a slow Pokemon. I think that might be a path forward though. As for the Aggron, I just love Aggron. It's so cool. And like Tyranitar is really cool too. But I'm just feeling that Aggron. It's just so cool. So I'm thinking the like I say, obvious. Probably the most logical thing to do would be to put Metagross in. Metagross is awesome. Look how cool it is. And this thing is, try to not use a curse word, amazing. Like, it is so powerful. That Meteor Mash, Stab, Choice Band, Rock Slide. This Pokemon is insane. But, I want to use Aggron. Aggron is cooler. I don't know. Metagross is still really cool. The shiny Metagross is cooler than Aggron, I will say. But this thing is not the best. Actually, do we have the same moves in the same order? We do. Huh, interesting. I would like to breed for another Beldum, try and get it shiny with like the intent of getting good IVs. But no, we got a lot on our plate, and I think I gotta pick my battles here. Anyway, so there are a million things we can do and train. I think So we have a couple Aggrons. This Aggron is the defensive one. This was like the first EV Pokemon I ever trained. Or IV and EV trained. Yeah. And I mean, I didn't do that bad of a job on it, but it's just not like practical. I trained it in defense, so we don't need that really. This one we trained in HP and attack, but you can see that attack is quite low. Oh wait, I'm confusing this. This is the special build. This one is like the second Aggron I trained. Pretty much max attack and HP. The problem is it has 0 special defense IVs, and it has 10 IVs in speed. So it's slow, and a Surf annihilates it. I would like to, other than that, it's a pretty good Pokemon, but that's 0 special defense really hurts it. I think an Aggron with a better build, or a better bred better with a similar but better moveset would be ideal. So yeah, Brick Break I think is essential for dealing with these water Pokemon, or the normal types. Steelix does have Explosion, but again, I don't want to rely on that, and a lot of times Lapras just can't handle things like Snorlax, Blissey. They're just too beefy, and their special defense is just way too high. Again, Steelix can handle it. I just don't love it in a sense. Again, like the Earthquake with the Choice Band is strong, but I'm thinking about removing the Choice Band, and if we're doing that, I don't think Steelix can handle those Pokemon quick enough. But it still might. Maybe I'm downplaying Steelix here. Like that Explosion is strong again, but there's that one Blissey with the Bright Powder, and it's rough out there sometimes. I don't want to lose a run because of that. Choice Band, Brick Breaking Aggro with max attack could be ideal. And I think Rock Slide's important because we got the Stab because it's rock. Earthquake. And I mean, I really would like to have a steel move, but Metal Claw it's just not that strong. And it does miss a little bit. But Aggron, actually I gotta pull it up, but Aggron I'm pretty sure can learn Aerial Ace. And one of the things this team lacks is a way to deal with Ludicolo. I know I'm being specific about certain Pokemon, but there are just some Pokemon that I hate and are good in the Battle Frontier, and I always see them. I see Ludicolo all the time. And I think it has something to do with the team that I'm building, you know? But we need an answer to Ludicolo and just other grass types, like the Leech Seed. And I get, we have Ice Beam. But Lapras is still, susceptible to... What am I saying? Susceptible to the grass Pokemon. Yeah, so Aggron can learn Aerial Ace from a TM. That'd also be good if we got a lot of Pokemon that are spamming the double team. I would like an answer to that as well. And now kind of just getting back to the water ground Pokemon, we're still a little weak and exposed to them. Explosion though, go work. But things like Wishcash, I think Wishcash has Protect actually, does it? I'm almost positive there's one Wishcash that has Protect. I don't think Wishcash is a run killer, but it kind of is. I don't see a Wishcash with Protect. Maybe it doesn't. I'm thinking I might be over committing or over analyzing the water ground. Again, it's still powerful, but I think we could kind of handle it, or we can try to with other things that I shouldn't be hyper focused on that. Another thing is we don't have any answer to things like Skarmory and Caesar, heavy bug type. So is there a way we can add a Fire Blast to Aggron? Maybe. Even Flamethrower, but probably Fire Blast would be more ideal. So we got Brick Break, Earth. So that's the thing though. Maybe we don't have Earthquake because we already have Earthquake on Steelix. And we have the additional Stab from Steelix, but Rock Slide I might want on Aggron for that Stab. So Brick Break, Rock Slide, Aerial Ace, and then maybe Fire Blast. But then again, we don't have a grass move. Yeah, we don't need things like Thunderbolt or Ice Beam, I think, for the most part. Lapras can handle that. We don't have Toxic, though, another thing. One thing I was thinking about was Thunder Wave, too. Aggron can learn that. So that could be good. And I think we need... I don't know, it's just a consideration, at least. Another thing I wanted to consider was I really want to build, like a Leech Seeding Pokemon. They just sound so fun. I was talking to some people about like that Tropius build. So there's actually there's I guess 4 Pokemon that come to mind. You got a Tropius, Venusaur, Meganium, and Sceptile. I think Sceptile and Tropius being the cooler ones, but probably Meganium and Venusaur are more ideal because they're just so tanky. I just like the idea of I think objectively a team with Steelix, Lapras, and then like a Leech Seeding Pokemon with like Toxic and things like that, I think cover it very well, because Steelix and Lapras can do a lot of things and handle like a lot of situations, but the situations they can't handle or they don't handle, I think a Pokemon like a very beefy Venusaur with Leech Seed would handle very well. The problem is my favorite grass Pokemon, it's definitely, I'd say Vileplume, and it doesn't learn Leech Seed in Gen 3. Very sad. Very, very sad. I think it learns at Gen 4, so maybe we'll do that. I don't think I want to add this grass type Pokemon to the team because my favorite Pokemon I can't use. I don't know though. And I thought more about Vileplume, like what we would go on the Vileplume, but I just don't think there's enough. Vileplume just doesn't learn that many amazing moves. So I don't. I thought I had Vileplume here. Why don't I see it? Maybe it's in Fire Red. I did train a Vileplume once. Did like the EV training, but not the IV. It's missing like Leech Seed, I think, is the main thing. But also, I kind of thought like Caesar is such a cool Pokemon. Like the more I think about it, like it is just so cool, and it fits like I guess things I like. Like it's like a red. It's red. It's like a bug that just like became a steel type. So I'm thinking about maybe doing that. I also noted some other things like a clay doll would be cool. A Sceptile. Someone recommended a Sceptile build with Dragon Claw, Thunderbolt, Thunder Punch, Leaf Blade, and Crunch. That's a cool move. Also, Sharpedo is a pretty cool Pokemon too. We already have a water Pokemon, but a move pool with like Crunch, Surf, Ice Beam, and Earthquake would be spicy. But getting back, I really want Aggron. It's just I need to pick my battles a little bit. Steelix and Lapras are so cool. I'm really forcing Aggron here, and I think this is the last attempt where I'm gonna try this build with the Aerial Ace, Brick Break, give it the Choice Band, swap out the Choice Band, and put on the Quick Claw on Steelix and try and utilize Explosion more. This Crunch doesn't really do anything. Actually, I think if we put Crunch or Toxic on Steelix, I think that's like perfect. Because I feel like you just need Toxic. There are so many situations where like Toxic just comes up and it handles things like Wobbuffet. I mean, it's not like the biggest deal, but having Toxic is quite good. I think that could be a really good option. The problem is I gotta replay like a whole game just to get Toxic, and now you can, duplicate it and stuff, but I don't really want to do that. I'll just play through a game. I'm just scanning his Steelix's move pool. Could always put Rar back on Steelix if we're not rocking the Choice Band, but then I like the Choice Band on Steelix. It's awesome. Double Team could be an option. Is it really worth it? Attract could be annoying. I wish like it can know like what's the move? Actually, this Steelix's hidden power is Electric. I don't really think that helps us at all, and it has such a low special attack. I could learn Swagger. I could be in a weird situation though. Actually, where's the book? I know Cerebree doesn't always have like all the information, and sometimes like things conflict between this website or the books and the website. Page 154 is Caesar. I want to go back to that. Here's Steelix. Yeah. Torment is such a good move in the Battle Frontier. We could always put that back on. I'm kind of looking for like substitute. I think if we're gonna go any other move, it's probably Toxic. 154 Caesar. Yeah, like a Swords Dancing Caesar, Aerial Ace. Got Double Team, Steel Wing. I feel like there's another move that should be here that I don't see. You can learn like a bug move. Why don't I see it here? Actually, I don't even know if that Pokemon will be in here. This might only show the Steelix is not here. Okay, anyway. We got a lot of options and things to work with. It's just how do we want to go forward. So yeah, I think moving forward, I really want to play it through like Sapphire again real quick and get it. I guess if I play through Sapphire, I can get Torment and Toxic. And I do really want at least one more Torment for like a potential build. Dusclops is awesome. Like that was such a good Pokemon, but the problem is I don't want a Pokemon on the team. Okay, maybe I'm just contradicting myself. I was gonna say I don't want a Pokemon on the team where I have to like stall to win, but I just said I was gonna make a leech seeding team. Yeah, maybe I'm contradicting myself. But anyway, I would love to use Dusclops again. I just don't really want to use, I guess, that Pokemon right now. Nothing wrong with it. I'd rather use like Caesar or something else. I really want to use Rhydon too. Rhydon's awesome, but I think same thing with Aggron. There's just so many weaknesses. Anyway, keep getting sidetracked. I would like to use Steelix with probably Toxic. I think we should do that. Keep Lapras the same. We're going to put the Quick Claw on Steelix. Raise another. So it'll be the fourth Aggron. Another Aggron. With absolutely a focus on the attack. Get that perfect. And probably HP perfect. And ideally, obviously perfect IVs in defense and special defense, but I think probably with a focus on special defense, the fact that it's 4 times weak to ground and fighting, but mostly ground. It's like, do you even want to put that Pokemon in a situation where it might get hit with an earthquake or just, focus on other things? And I think like Steelix and Lapras can handle those situations. The problem is there's definitely going to be some Pokemon, some teams that we're going to encounter in the future where you want to use Aggron, and some of the Pokemon might have like Earthquake, or some of the sets of the Pokemon might have Earthquake. So that's just a risk. It's just a risk you got to take. But yeah, I think try and get an Aggron with perfect HP and attack, and preferably very high, like above 20, maybe above 25 special defense and defense. And I think I have to be more picky with this Pokemon's IVs because it's a tough one. This is a tough one to use in the Battle Frontier, but it's so cool. So we'll figure it out. And also, yeah, check the hidden nature too. I think would be important, or the hidden power, because if it's a good hidden power, that could be good. And okay, it definitely needs to have sturdy too. Maybe not definitely, but I think it should probably have sturdy. So a lot of variables we got to play with, but if I want to use this Pokemon, I think we really got to want it. And this is not gonna say my last attempt, but this is my last attempt at training a Pokemon for this, because there's a lot of other Pokemon that I want to train. So I think not we've done everything, but we've done a lot of training with Aggron, and I should probably, I don't know, move on maybe. I don't know what I'm saying. I just want Aggron to work. It's so cool. Aggron, Steelix, Lapras. That's a cool team right there. I wonder if we can get away with like using Aggron, Steelix, and Metagross. Now that's a cool team. Skarmory I do want to use too. See, I feel like okay, what is there? +3 here. Like this is a lot of Pokemon, I guess. IV and EV train, but I feel like I've done more. I feel like I worked on this for so long. This Steelix is more for the Battle Tower, just in case anyone was wondering. This is to help set up into like a Dragon Dancing Tyranitar or some other setup Pokemon that uses like maybe Double Team or Bulk Up. But that's this Pokemon. So no intentions of using this right now in the Battle Dome. I think the Battle Dome doesn't work. I don't want to set up in there. I want to sweep things. Or I don't want to set up other Pokemon, if that makes sense. Like I don't mind setting up like a Leech Seed or like a Toxic, but I don't want to have to like stall out some other Pokemon's like moves. Yeah, my Lotec's cool too. Gyarados? Do I have a Gyarados in here? I know Slacking. I know it's a good Pokemon. Gyarados is kind of cool too. There's a lot of cool Pokemon. I'm trying to think. Do I like Gyarados more than Lapras? I don't think so. I wonder. Yeah, we have to have some sort of. Yeah, we already have a really big head start with this other Aggron, obviously, because we have the other Aggrons we could just use in the breed. So that won't be too bad. Or it won't be like that hard. There are some builds with Gyarados as well. Probably want to try. I know there's like a Blizzard route or Blizzard build too, but like a Blizzard like Thunderbolt, something like that. Actually, it should be right in here. This is a good place to start for looking at builds. Oh, Cradilly is the other one. Actually, can Cradilly learn Leech Seed? No, I think it runs more of like an Ingrain build. Oh, Executor. That could be another one. What are we looking at? Gyarados. So we got a Gyarados here. I don't like that build. It's like a Dragon Dance. I mean, Dragon Dance could be pretty good though. Anyway, Gyarados 1. We got Return, Bite, Thunder Wave, Dragon Dance. Gyarados 2, Hydro Pump, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, Blizzard. That's a cool build, but probably don't want to do that. 3, Surf, Thunder, Rain Dance, Earthquake. That's kind of cool. Return, build 4, Return, Earthquake, Dragon Dance, Rest. That could be kind of cool. Anyway, we got to see like where, again, what the team needs. So it all kind of synergizes together. Hold on, one more thing. I want to look up all the Pokemon with Leech Seed in Gen 3. Actually, no, the Gen 4 book has all that information. The Gen 3 books are not big enough to have all that. But our options are Venusaur. Why is Ivysaur listed twice? We have Venusaur, Jumpluff, Breloom, Roselia, Cacturn, Meganium, Sceptile, Ludicolo, Shiftry. I like Shiftry. Tangela. Yeah, so for me it's really Tropius. Shiftry is actually pretty cool. Not that cool though. Ludicolo is probably such a good one because it's just so annoying. Like that's what they use in the Battle Frontier. I think it was Sceptile. That's one of my more favorite ones out of here. Meganium's okay. I like Bayleaf. Who's tankier? Meganium's got 100 defense and 100 special defense. And Venusaur has 100 special defense and 83 defense. So Meganium is definitely the more strategic build if you're going a tanky, annoying Leech Seeding build. But Sceptile is definitely the squishiest, but it's fast. And speed is kind of important. And it's cool. I kind of want to... I love these games. Like, I want to build a Sceptile right now. So cool. Where's Blaziken been? We gotta do a Blaziken. Such a nostalgic Pokemon, like it's crazy. I gotta add it. We gotta do a Blaziken eventually. Alright, this video is already like gonna be like over 30 minutes. We could chat about this game all day. I think I'm gonna leave this conversation. We gotta tie the conversation up. I think moving forward, I'm gonna do that within this game. I intended on playing a little bit of the game itself with you guys, but there was just so much to chat about that we didn't get there. But actually, probably maybe like later today. No, I'll upload it later. We'll do some grinding or something. I don't know. I feel like I'm live streaming right now. This is one of the reasons why. Hold on. This is one of the reasons why I don't play the game and make videos or like record the video. I play my game and record the audio is because just ramble and chat for hours. I know some people like that, but also it's just I feel like it's chaotic. Like there's no structure, just anarchy, just what do you got? Word vomit. Anyway, giving Aggron one more chance, or building Aggron one more time, fixing up Steelix a little bit, keeping Lapras. Let's see how far we can get. But with the team of Steelix, pretty much just Steelix and Lapras, we were able to beat Tucker once and get past Tucker another time, or like get slightly past Tucker once, and then we lost to Tucker the second time. So kind of good, but I would like to get like, I guess like a gold medal, a quote like that with the team. So getting, I forgot what is like, to like the 10th level or whatever, 80 or 70, I think 70 battles. That would be good. Anyway, stay tuned. We got more Pokemon coming, and we also have a lot of other videos on the channel if you got to catch up. Take care, everybody. Hopefully you're enjoying your games. I'm enjoying mine. See you in a bit.